Hey, I'm back with some more Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. We are still here in... I've already forgotten what the name of this place is called. Ralger's Reach. We just had kind of a tour of the place with Lise. Lise showed us around. I believe we are ready to hear... Oh, that's right, we had to pick which... Where did we want to go first? Select a path. Select the path you wish to take through the main scenario. The quest you did not select can be played at a later time. So we can either go for a friend of a friend in need or a familiar face forgotten. You know, it doesn't tell me which is which. It probably told me which was which in the previous episode, but I've forgotten them now. It's a new day now. LSA says, after you, Tiav. Lise says, I wonder what Conrad has planned for us. Conrad says, I leave you in my officer's capable hands, and them in yours. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's go with Monago. A friend of a friend in need. Oh, so for this one... You know, I didn't even realize this yesterday when I was looking at these rewards. These are all item level 255 rewards, but I'm already wearing item level 260 and 270. I've still got a couple of 240 items. So I was prematurely excited about the quest rewards there. A familiar face forgotten. Let's do this one. Let's find out who this familiar face is. Mefford cannot help but wonder if you remember who he is. Ah, yes, let's find out who this guy is. I actually do not remember who he is. At the risk of repeating myself, it's still hard for me to believe that we'd met again here. That we'd meet again here, of all places. Though I reckon you probably don't remember me after all this time, eh? No, I do not. Well, you see... No, 'twas a lifetime ago. There is no need to apologize. But know that down in Quarry Mill, we didn't forget about you, nor the lives you saved. Quarry Mill, that was a long time ago. As for me, I went to Little Alamigo when Galeon was recovering. Gundebald was my former commander and an old friend, and I had a lot on my mind. In the end, I decided to disband our unit. I told the men to live their lives as they saw fit. Some chose to remain in Little Alamigo, and others went to Ul'dah for work. But as you can see, I chose to come back to Girabania and join Conrad and the others. I've kept busy since then, ferrying people and provisions across the border and back. It's not been easy, but it's been fulfilling. Today, however, we'll be heading east into the peaks. Conrad thinks we might have luck finding new recruits in the village of Alagana. Alagana? If you're going there, you're taking me with you. Oh, that was a terrible voice. Sorry, Lise. I did a terrible job on your voice. Ah, that's right. You're from Alagana, aren't you, Lise? By all means, we'd welcome the company. There'll be more to it than just asking around, but we can talk about it on the way. Make your preparations and meet me by the tunnel to the peaks. Yay! Quest accepted. Oops. So in my last 3 videos, I actually re-rendered the 3 videos that I did previously because I wanted to like blur out the chat over here. So I set up a separate this event tab here, which should show me everything I need in the chat, but without showing any people down there. I mean, not that there was anything particularly unsavory in the chat or anything. I just felt like I'm thinking about actually uploading these videos to YouTube, just, I don't know, just to have something on my YouTube channel. But it would be all raw video without any editing or anything, and just seemed like it would be rude to have everybody's names down there in the chat on my YouTube channel. I don't know why, but so I re-rendered the first 3 videos to blur out the chat box down there. But from now on, I need to remember to switch over to the event tab so that it doesn't show any names. So, let's see. We're going over here. So we're going to Alagana? Alagana? Is that what it was? Okay, I'm totally just wandering around aimlessly at this point. Can I get on top of here? Nope. Wow, I'm just like totally confused about where I'm going. Alright, I think I'm gonna turn off that turn off the mounted music, because it gets a bit old awfully quick. Hey, Lise. Ida and I were born in Alagana, though I can't say I remember much about it. Well, haven't you been there recently? What are you doing here, Gillo? If you're looking for the tunnel to the peak, it's right this way. The peaks. Okay, Meffred. This tunnel will take us all the way to the peaks. We're on a mission for Conrad to Alagana. Clear the barricade, if you would. Aye, sir. Shouldn't take more than a moment. Again, normal people do not stand like that. It just cracks me up. There are more villages there than out here, but also more Imperials keeping a close eye on things. We'll need to tread carefully. If you say so. Journey to the peaks. I guess we're just gonna go through here. Whoa, to reduce congestion, the area you are about to enter has been divided into multiple identical instances. Select a destination. Well, let's go for the one with fewer people. Kiribania, the peaks. And it's nighttime again when everything looks dull and washed out.
I remember the peaks of Girabania, silent watchmen that would stand long after we were gone. We came seeking allies to join us in the fight against the Empire. People who had had enough. People who had suffered every possible indignity, who had been treated like animals, day after day after day.
So that's our purpose, basically, is to, people don't stand like that, either. Lise, what is up with you? You don't stand like a normal human being. You stand like an anime character. So, yeah, I guess our basic story plot here is that we are gathering up resistance against the Empire. I have to confess, I'm not exactly sure why we're doing this, other than just to be good people. I feel like I've missed a key component of this story. Somehow. This wasn't the work of the Garleans, but of Theodoric. His army massacred the monks here decades ago. By the time the Black Wolf arrived with his legion, it was already a ruin. Okay. Alright, Mefford, what do we do from here? Let's check our map. The last forest. We didn't really look around the previous place very much. The fringes. We only looked at the fringe of the fringes. Ha ha ha. You know, now that I think about it, I don't remember seeing any side quests on the way out here either. I guess we're just gonna follow the main quest until we can't do it anymore. I guess that's what we're gonna do. Eventually I'm gonna run into a point where the main story quest is gonna require me to level up some more. But until I get there, I'm just going to keep going. Alright, Mefford, what are we doing? We've a glamour in place here too, as you may have noticed. So far as the Imperials are concerned, this is not more than a testament to the savage impulses of a lesser race. Remember though, once we leave these ruins, we'll have no glamours to conceal us. The village is to the east. Keep watch for patrols as we move. So this is a... okay. I guess this is a glamour. I guess they do need to hide their resistance operation. Let's try to kill a Girabanian hornbill. See what kind of dangers we are up against here. Okay, no big deal. Let's avoid that one. Yeah, it's pretty grim looking. I should confine my adventuring to daylight. I kind of wish they didn't wash out the colors quite so much during nighttime. Let's see if there's any aether currents nearby. Not really. Again, the aether currents are how you unlock flying in a zone, if you don't know. And this compass, I don't remember where I got it from, but it shows you where the aether currents are. Fringes. Yeah, I've only got... yeah, once you collect all of these, fill in all these diamonds here, it unlocks flying. And it's more than just running around the zone and collecting the Aether Currents. You have to finish a bunch of quests, too. So you can't just, like, unlock flying before you get through a significant portion of the story quest. It's kind of a pain, but not too bad. Hey, Lise. Gods, look at that tower to the southeast. How long did it take them to build it? Southeast is that way. I don't know. You're the native here. You tell me. Alright, Meffred. Nary an Imperial in sight. That's a mercy. Alagana's due east, past that bridge. Follow me, it's not much further. Okay. Oh, butterflies. Fluturini. Let's kill the nice, colorful butterflies. Because they're enemies for some reason. They are no match for me. You know, it occurs to me, I'm not sure where to go to unlock more of my bard abilities. I will have to figure that out at some point, because I feel like when I get to 62, I'll probably be able to unlock a new bard ability. Actually, I can probably verify that. Yep, level 2 I will get Troubadour. Adds an additional effect to the song currently being sung. Reduces magic vulnerability by 10%. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I gotta figure out these ballads. It's becoming a much more prominent part of the bard's repertoire. I discovered a new location. Let's kill the grasshopper thingy, the chipotle. It's not a chipotle, it's a chipuli. I'm gonna call it a chipotle though. Oh, that was something else I wanted to do. I noticed when I was kind of looking over my videos I recorded yesterday, all the lighting effects were really, really prominent. Where is that? Character? Filters? Character, I think. Yes, battle effects. So I'm going to show limited battle effects. Show none for others. Yeah, there we go. That should tone all the light show effects down a little bit. They're kind of neat looking, but they do kind of get in the way. Sunrise. We've arrived at a new location. I couldn't have been older than 5 when we left this place. My memories are hazy at best, says Lise. Meffred says, a cutscene. You can rest easy. We've made it. This is Alagana. It feels strange coming home like this. I always imagined it would be... Oh, sorry. That has nothing to do with why we're here. We need recruits. Aye, we do, but as I said back at the ranch, it's a little more complicated than just asking for volunteers these days. As you know, we're short-handed because many of our people were taken in by the Griffin's promises and went to the wall, never to return. It wasn't just them, though. Folks from all over, including some of my former comrades, answered his call to arms. So the Griffin was the guy who invoked a ritual and created the dragon primal named Shinyu, and that happened at the very end of Heavensward. And apparently he duped a lot of people to go fight for his cause. As for why we came to this particular village, it's rumored that Alagana lost a few youths as well. If there's truth to that, then there could be others sympathetic to the cause. Then again, after the Griffin's betrayal, they may be suspicious of outsiders claiming allegiance to the Resistance, and rightfully so. So with that in mind, how are we supposed to convince them to join? I mean, I knew it wouldn't be as simple as giving a speech in the village square. Not if you didn't... Wait, half his arm is missing over here. I just noticed that. Not if you didn't want the place to be burned to the ground, no. You might as well piss in the Viceroy's eye. We'll need to be a good deal more circumspect than that. You never know what an Imperial spy is listening. You never know when an Imperial spy is listening. We must speak with the Elder first. I know for a fact he can be trusted. We'll listen to what he has to say and decide what to do after. Sounds like a plan. Let's hope there are still some brave men and women here willing to fight. Complete quest. Quest complete. You now have Aethernet access to the Peak's Gate. What? Okay. I couldn't have been older... Okay, you said that before. Alright, let's talk to Mefrid again and get the next quest. Wait a second. Alright, I guess I'm... Oh, I didn't... Wasn't I supposed to select something? I don't know. Ragnfrid, the village elder, is over by the shore. No time like the present. Let's have a word. Alright. But first, I'm going to talk to the Chocobo Keep. To unlock Chocobo travel. Let's talk to Burgard, too. Not very often we have visitors, but you're more than welcome, lass. Come to buy some stone, perhaps? What kind of place is this? Alagana used to be a thriving quarry town. We had the finest stone and the finest quarriers. The village even supplied the stone used to build the royal palace. Plenty came from far and wide to make their fortune here. But once the Empire invaded, stone went out of fashion, and cold, harsh buildings made of metal sprung up everywhere. Nowadays we struggle just to stay alive. Most of the houses here were cobbled together with stone taken from the remnants of the quarry, and some days there's not even enough food for one meal, never mind 3. What do you do here? Me? Not a great deal, honestly. I'm just a regular Alamegan, Alagana born and bred. I've been here through thick and thin. I was here when the town prospered thanks to the quarry. I was here when we suffered under the Mad King. And you can bet I was here when the Empire took our town for their own. My dear husband did in his lungs... Huh? Oh. My dear husband did in his lungs working at the quarry and passed away along with the industry he once belonged to. I've no more tears to shed. Okay, have a nice day. Another nice place to take a screenshot. Let's go unlock the aetheryte crystal. Attune ourselves to this thing. This will unlock fast travel if you don't know. So now I can... So like if I wanted to go back to Ralger's Reach, I just click on this and I can just fast travel there. It costs some money though. But I have tons of money. Well, I have some money. I have enough for fast traveling at least. Gristledis, what are you doing sitting here? Sitting here on this chair looking forlorn. Every time I close my eyes, I see their faces, their wild eyes, their hungry smiles. Okay, I don't know what that means. Hey, angry curl. This here's the leftovers, dust and gravel and the like. Us too, you might say. We've shaped the peaks, and they've shaped us in return. In turn. So this is all that's left of your quarry? Ansgar, sitting here, resting. We still receive orders for new stone now and then, though they're so few in number, I can more than handle them all by myself. So your town is dying, thanks to the Empire. Oh, here's somebody over here. There's a Skywatcher over there. They tell you what the weather's going to be. Hidden Hearth. When my sister first went to work at Byron's Bread, I had hoped she might be able to share some of their harvest with me. Alas, it does not seem like they produce much in the first place. Is this your sister here? There's a merchant and a mender over there. And Lou, yeah, this kid sitting here propped up against a tree. My brother over there is on the lookout for nasty people, but not really sure what he plans to do if one does happen to appear. Where's your brother? I don't see your brother. Oh! Get lost, they'll find me! There he is. What are you doing? Hiding behind that rock. Okay. We've seen enough of the local scene. Let's talk to Ragenfried. What is this guy supposed to do for us? Ah, he's the village elder. Alright, Ragenfried. What's going on in your little town here? Don't know you, traveler. Are you a merchant? You'll not find much custom here. Greetings and well met, elder, and sincerest apologies. Sincerest apologies that I did not send word ahead of our arrival. Too long have I been away from Alagana, and I would know of your recent troubles. Ah, you are comrades of Mefrid. I see. Speak on, though I suspect I know your purpose. Uh-oh. The Griffin came with many men and left with many more. Such is the rumor. Is it true? He lit a fire in the hearts and then dangled a dream before their tired eyes. and now you come to steal away what few remain. Well... The Griffin was a traitor and a madman, and we had no part in his schemes. We have made an agreement with the Alliance. This time it will be different. This time? Cold comfort to the dead and the ones they left behind. How much more must we give before you've had your fill? But surely you hate the Empire as much as we do. They took our lands, our traditions, even our god, and they demand a fifth of what little we've got left. I hate the bastards with every fiber of my being. But hate's not enough, Mefrid. We can't keep doing this. I'll not tell anyone you came, but you need to go. Now, leave us be, and never return. You've got no right to speak to us like that. I've got a quarry that was producing barely enough to keep us fed, and that was before half our young men and women went off to die for your bloody cause. So yes, I've got every right to tell you to leave my village. No, you don't, because it's my village too. My home. What in the hells are you on about? Wait, I know those eyes. You're one of Curtis's girls. Lys Hext, and I'm here to take back my homeland. By Ralga, the last time I saw you, you were... I didn't even know if you were still alive. I never thought you would come. I almost didn't, and my sister never will. Lots of others won't either, and that's why we've got to carry on the fight. You even sound like him. As you say, I've got no right to tell you to leave. Alagana is as much your home as it is mine. But I say to you again, we can give no more. Yes, I heard you the first time. Let's go. Well. Okay then. Where are we going, Lys? Hey, Ragenfried. Do what you will and say what you like. You'll find no recruits here. Okay, sorry. We'll probably be back later. After we follow Lys on whatever her crazy plan is. We didn't come here to fight. I hope I haven't made a mess of things. Well, you do actually have a talent for that, as I recall from previous main story quests. Alright, Mefrid, what do we do? That couldn't have... I think it's supposed to say that could have been oh, okay, it does say it could have... I thought it was saying it couldn't have been handled better. That could have been handled better, but what's done is done. At least we've been granted permission to stay. I was hoping Ragenfried might help us to recruit some of his people, but that clearly isn't going to happen. If we're to convince any of them to join, we'll need first to regain their trust. It's risky and it's hardly subtle, but I say we approach the villagers directly, see what problems they've got, and if we can do anything to help. Helping the locals, always a good idea. Makes sense to me. Let's split up and ask around. Let's also get a piece of gear. Let's get a samurai. Samurai boots, let's get that. And piety materia. Yeah, those two things go together. Why would you ever want to put piety materia on any of these? On ninja gear, samurai gear, dragoon gear, or tank gear? That doesn't make any sense. That's sort of a odd matchup there. Quest complete. Looks like we're about 1/3 of the way to level 62 now. Okay, let's talk to some villagers. Again. Angry Coral, what can I do to help you here in this village? Oh, wait a second. So it's... oh, so the quests split up again. Oh, that's interesting. Hard country. Wait a minute. Are they all the same quest? This behavior is new in Stormblood. Death by 1,000 rocks. So the thing up in the upper left here says to do hard country next. But clearly this thing, this icon up here is telling me that I can do this one next. So I'm going to do this one. I'm going to defy my instructions in the upper left corner. Death by 1,000 rocks. Angry Coral regards you with suspicion. A new face in Alagana, huh? What would you ask of me then? A stranger and a generous soul besides. Bollocks, there's naught more suspicious than a good Samaritan. On the other hand, if you were an Imperial agent, I expect you'd go about your business with more discretion. Bugger me, you really are here to help, aren't you? Very well, I'll take you up on your offer, stranger. My little brother's working the rocks by Grim and Enid. He's got something for me. Can you go and get it? I'll be happy to. Right then, Frightened Curl is his name, and ask him for the leftovers. He ought to understand. Frightened Coral. Holy crap, he's way over there? Are you kidding me? Wow, okay, then we're gonna unlock this other quest as well. Figuring that it's probably going to be something that I need to run halfway across the country for as well. Grisildis is here, but her mind is elsewhere. You'd best keep your distance if you know what's good for you. Say your piece and move on. Looking for folks down on their luck. Congratulations, you've found one. As you can see, my leg ain't what it used to be. Some days I can hardly walk for the pain. Mornings are the worst, especially after cold nights. Hard labor's right out. Too much pain and trouble for others. There's a tea that helps with it, though. I'd need to grind chipuli horns and hornbill claws for the blend. Me, I can do that. Eh, you'll go and get some for me? Just like that? You needn't trouble yourself so. Me, but that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. Ah, so we'll unlock that on the way down here to Death by 1,000 Rocks. So I'm at 39 minutes of recording. My other PC is still rendering a video, so let's just do this. We'll finish these two quests, and that'll be it. All right, let's. So here's one right here. A chipuli. Let's kill a chipotle for this quest. Uh-oh. I need peeps. So I can get through these quests more quickly. Oh, no you don't. Ah, we got one Chipotle. Now we gotta ride out here, near this fate. Ah, I was trying to get around that guy. I don't want to fight any more Chipotles. That's one of the things I've always liked, about Final Fantasy XIV. You can, whoops, well, so much for that. I was about to say you can walk right up behind things and they won't notice you. But that one seems to have eyes in the back of its head. Generally speaking, if you walk in, like if the mob is facing away from you, and you walk behind it, you won't pull the mob. Which I like. Alright, so down here we need to kill some hornbills. Or one hornbill. I'm starting to learn to put my ballad earlier in my rotations. That way it builds up the builds up whatever these arrows. When it fills in the 3 arrows, then you can hit this pitch perfect ability, which does more damage. It does more damage based on the number of arrows that are filled in up there. That's my understanding of it, at least. Alright, so we've got the horn and claws for the woman to help with her leg. Let us also go down here and find Frightened Coral. Frightened Curl. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Coeurl. Coeurl. Let's just call it a curl. This zone doesn't look quite as good to me as the previous zone. It's a little more washed out. Not as many green trees around. I like having green trees around my zones. The plain desert zones, they're kinda meh. I mean, not terrible. Whoa, that's a level 70 Bookaboo. That's probably a hunt target. I should probably avoid that. Let's go over here to Frightened Curl. Hello, Frightened Curl. We've also got Gevison here by the campfire. What are you doing here? Cooking up a tasty stew to fuel our friend quarrying over there. I'd help him by taking up a pickaxe myself, but we'd end up with more stone than we could ever sell. There just isn't that much demand for it nowadays. Okay, Bookaboo, you stay over there. Do not wander over here, please. Wait, you just said you would have more stone than you would have. Than you would be able to sell. Oh, he was talking about this friend. He wasn't talking about Frightened Curl. I thought he was talking about Frightened Curl. So he's cooking stew to fuel this friend who's mining. Frightened Curl, what are you doing here? Here for the leftovers, are you? Not like my brother to send someone in his stead, but so be it. It's all in the sacks over yonder. They're bleedin' heavy, mind, so be careful when you pick 'em up. Unconscionably heavy sack. Okay. We'll just see how heavy it is. Oh, it's nothing for a hero such as myself. Okay, we got it. So we can actually just fast travel our way back. turning these quests and call it a video. Back in town, Alagana. I keep forgetting what this place is called. Alagana, that's it. I had it right. Grisildus, I got your meds. You've been gone a while. What brings you back to Alagana? The meds, of course. I will hand it over to you. Here you go. Oh, I never meant to. I mean, in times like these, you never think people will actually... This country's hard on people, but it's not just that. The Imperials, they've made it known I'm not to be helped. A dead man's good for one lesson, you know, whereas a live one... Oh, so the Imperials hurt your leg? Oh, those bastards. You're with the Resistance, right? I suppose there's no reason not to tell you, then. My father, God's rest his soul, was deathly sick at the time, and so I'd gone out into the forest, spear in hand, to gather herbs, and then I had the good fortune to run into an Imperial patrol. I assume you mean bad fortune. My weapon marked me as a rebel, or so they said. Not that it'd have made a difference if I'd fought back. I knew what the lot of them were about the moment that Centurion laid eyes on me. Didn't matter in the end, of course. Some people just like to hurt others, and by the time I limped back to the hut, it was too late for my father. Oh, man. This is a sad story. Too late for me, too, and many others, I imagine. Help them, too, if I like. Help them, too, if you like. They'll be grateful and say thank you. But beyond that, I wouldn't hope for much. Oh, man. This is hard country. Grisildus, you poor dear. I vow to fight the Empire on your behalf, Grisildus. I feel like I should do a suitable emote for her. Comfort. Don't worry, I will... That was actually a terrible emote for this. I salute you, Grisildus. I will help by my honor as a warrior of light. Alright, Angry Curl. I helped. Oh, the new face. You have my leftovers? I do indeed. Here you go. Oh, well, I'll be. You actually went and brought the whole lot. Much obliged, much obliged. It's saltpeter for making fire sand, in case you're curious what it's all about. What it's all for. The rocks by the lakes have got good deposits. 'Tain't hard for my brother to pass for any other... Oh, good God. 'Tain't hard for my brother to pass for any other... Another... What? Is this a typo? 'Tain't hard for my brother to pass for another plotting quarryman, all the while sweeping bits and pieces off to the side, to bundle up and sell to the sutlers what trade with the Resistance. It's a living and a way of fighting back besides, our way of spitting in the Guardian's eye for putting our father in an Imperial uniform and shipping him off to some faraway province 15 years ago. Dunno if he's dead or alive even, though if he were alive, he'd not be long for this world if we were caught fighting for the Resistance. So this is the best we can do. That's the long and the short of it. We do what we can, though we know it's not enough. I think you'll find that most folks here ain't much different. Everybody's got a reason, but in the end, the result's the same. I suppose I just wanted you to know, is all. That we know why you're here, and that even if we can't join you, we wish we could. Alright. I'm winning over this town. I understand you guys are under the yoke of the Empire's yoke. Alright, I helped the town. Let's, whoops. What is he saying over here? Oh man, I didn't see what he said. Alright, Meffred. Anselhelm, sitting here on the ground, says, I've not even done much today, and I'm already knackered. Some days this village just saps the life out of me. Alright, Meffred, I helped everybody. Ooh, now I can get Boots of Aiming. Not that I need them. Meffred is hard at work trying to win over the villagers of Alagana. Oh, there you are, Tiav. I've been trying to help the villagers deal with this food shortage of theirs. Recently, the Imperials have been swooping into villages unannounced and seizing supplies in order to prevent the people from stockpiling, in case they might be in league with the Resistance. It's not much, but I've taught them a few tricks to better hide what little they've got left. How's Lise getting on, by the way? You'd think people would be more inclined to trust a local girl, assuming they remember her, that is. Well, that's a good question. I didn't see Lise while I was out and about. Lise is talking to a cynical youth. You know what? I'm going to stop here. I'm at 51 minutes and 30 seconds. I will stop this video here, and as the sun goes down, and next time we will find out what Lise has been doing to help this village. See you later.